here we have the history of this event, the Oklahoma City bombing, the largest sort of domestic terrorist attack. And yet somehow the memory of that, most of us were here, we were around when this happened, and we saw it, we watched this, but somehow the memory of it seems to have drifted away. Certainly, the Twin Towers attack had something to do with that and the ensuing years of war. Yet, somehow it just drifted away. Why do you think the memory of this drifted away? And how important do you think it is that that you made this movie to remind us about it, particularly in the context of some of the issues that we have today? Why did it go away? Why did we forget about it?
Well, it's interesting. It certainly didn't go away in parts of the country. It didn't go away in Oklahoma City, I can tell you that. It's as visceral and emotional event today, practically, as it was the day it happened. But I think you're right. I think it's been kind of replaced by subsequent attacks, maybe even on a larger scale, like the World Trade Center. But this was, I remember this, and I'm sure some people in the audience remember this, as being that kind of first time we really saw something like this. That image of that building kind of just cleaved in, two. Yes, there'd been a few other bombings. There'd been the African embassy bombings, the Lebanon bombing, but in this country, it was such a shocking event. I think that a lot of people have told me that yes, they had forgotten it, but this brought it right back. It was not very far back in their memory. It was an incredibly traumatizing event for this country. Maybe part of the answer to your question is we don't want to remember it. I mean, this was a native son. This was one of ours, which is one of the lines I like best in the film when the guy says, he's one of us. And I think that for some people, it's best, to focus on the other or the outsider or the Muslim or whatever, not to recognize that we have bred these kinds of people in our country and they look just like, anybody else. And there's nothing, remarkable about them except that they have this passionate hatred of the federal government.